Good afternoon, hockey fans, and welcome to MC Media's continuing coverage of the 9th annual Chicks with Sticks Female Hockey Tournament, coming to you from the Yarmouth Mariner Centre in Yarmouth, Nova Scotia. My name's David Doucette. With me today, my partner Jeff Holmes. We have a local home team, the Yarmouth Mariners, playing a midget division game against the Metro West Force Orange. This is the second time these teams have played. A little earlier today, Metro West Force Orange defeated Yarmouth 2-1 in an exciting game. Jeff, do we have a letter of the day?
Letter of the day is E, energy, errors, and edge here. Again, are they going to be able to carry some energy into this hockey game? They played each other before. We're talking about unforced and forced errors as well as edge. Yeah, we've already played once. Is there an edge with that first game that you've seen each other, and can you take some advantage to what you've seen in that first hockey game?
Yarmouth coming away with the puck. Yarmouth in blue, going from left to right. And Metro in white, going from right to left. In net for Metro, Kenny Cooley. Starting in net for Yarmouth, Kaylee White. Based on the first game, we'll probably see a swap of goaltenders halfway through, and Lindsay Minard will go in at the halfway point. These two teams, because they're the only two teams in this division, are playing these two games and will play in the gold medal game, if you will, gold and silver medal game tomorrow as the final game of the tournament.
So a key for Yarmouth to win this hockey game, and again, 2-1 was the score.
Stefan gets it. Stefan comes up, goes around one body, can't quite find the puck the second time. Does go back finally and gets it. That's Moore with it. Moore is going to break out her own end, has a lead player, just goes off of the stick of number 17, Simmons. Simmons chases after it, high off the boards, getting it off to Kavanaugh. Kavanaugh has players with her. Lead pass just a little too far in front. Legier comes away with it before Metro fires it back in. Back to the red line. Back and forth we go. Simmons with it one more time, and she's knocked off the puck. Yarmouth fires it in deep. Chasing in after it. Getting there first is Stevens for Metro. Stevens has it, tries to chip it off the boards. Good work there by Simmons to forecheck back in that corner. Then it's LeBlanc. LeBlanc tries to fire it in front, and it gets to the blue line. Back to the half board. There's a pass cross ice, looking for Camo. Just a little too hot. Back to Legier. Legier stops. Check that. That's Hobbs. Gets it in front. There's the shot. Big stick save by Cooley. Back to the point to Hobbs. Hobbs can't quite control it, and Metro is able to get that puck away. Mackenzie Muse back with it for Yarmouth. She'll go behind her own net. Chase down. Good lead pass up to Camo. Camo couldn't handle it, though. Pad save by goaltender White into the corner. Yarmouth a little more jump in this first period than they did in the last game when these two teams played.
That's what we were looking for, is what kind of energy were these teams going to bring in after playing already. Again, in the first 5 minutes of the period, it seems like Yarmouth does have a little bit of jump in their step.
Kinney fires it in, and the rest of the team makes a change. She'll go in forecheck, spinning away from that trouble, but she almost gets it. Good forechecking work there by Kinney. Going back the other way is Withrow. Withrow goes against the boards, can't quite get it out as Fitzgerald pounds it back into the corner. Quick shot. Good active stick there by Metro as they're able to deflect that puck into the corner. Pass in front again. That time it was Nickerson trying to make that pass. Couldn't quite connect with her player. Coming back the other way is Sheen. Sheen has some room, goes to the middle, takes a wrist shot. That one's wide. It's going to come back out. White throws it back behind the net, goes back towards the other side, right back to the point. Not on the correct side to shoot, though, and could not get a shot off.
Yeah, there's a situation where she took it on her backhand, wasn't able to shoot the puck without taking it to her forehand, but it stays in the Yarmouth zone.
Stefan works it back to Burrell. Burrell goes cross ice. Good passing here. There's a shot, the save, and White goes out and grabs it and gets that face-off just before the whistle, or just before they dug it out.
Good rebound control there by Kaylee White. The puck wasn't able to get too far away. She was able to pounce back on it to cause the face-off.
Great puck control there by Metro, as I think every player on the ice touched that puck in that offensive end. Face off, controlled. Oh, almost one of those uh-oh moments again as it goes off number 12, Mackenzie Muse, but harmlessly wide.
Just tipped it wide. Looked like it was going to go in the short side.
Back into the corner. That's Kavanaugh. That puck's going to make it all the way back out into the neutral zone. Yarmouth will gain the neutral zone, but not much farther than that. That's Peyton Doucette. They can't quite gather it in. D to D and into the back to Yarmouth. That's Muse. Muse off the boards. And it's kind of like a ping pong match as both sets of defense bang it back and forth through the neutral zone. Coming back the other way is Stefan again. Stefan with some speed. Goes to the right, goes to the middle, takes that wrist shot wide and low.
Yarmouth defense able to get a stick on that to send it wide.
Big save, rebound, sliding across, couldn't quite get there. Had herself a little bit out of position. Great effort there by Kaylee White to try to slide across and get that rebound after making a big toe save on the deflected pass or shot, but couldn't quite get there, and Metro West will take the early lead in this game as well.
You're hoping that your defense is going to be able to clear the puck as it came out. She was able to get her stick on it first, and Metro West leads 1-0.
We have an icing. 7:49 to go here in the first period. Once again, 3 13-minute periods. Each team has a 2-minute warm-up. Clocks run straight time in the third if there's a 5-goal differential.
Wouldn't be expecting it in this hockey game after the 2-1 result there earlier in the day. Some good early pace to this game.
Withrow tries to get it around. Yarmouth there for it. To the blue line. Yarmouth tries to pound it back in. Can't quite do that. McDonald comes away with it. Gets it again. Tries to get it up with her skates. Can't quite do it. Breton comes the other way. Cuts to the middle. Has some room. Goes to the left. Goes to the middle. The shot. Big save. Cooley. Terrific individual effort by Paige Breton right there as she single-handedly weaved her way through around 3 players.
And here Yarmouth trying to use some of their speed with their girls to be able to take the puck in, and Paige Breton made an excellent offensive rush there, just not able to finish with the first goal of the game for Yarmouth.
Comeau trying to get it out, can't quite get there. Briefly held by Yarmouth, a bad situation there as the Yarmouth defense almost gave up the puck right in front.
And that's one of those unforced errors that I was speaking of that gave an opportunity for Metro West.
Goes back to the blue line, just outside. Backing up is Metro. Keeping control. It's back in the neutral zone. Coming back this way is Marchand. Marchand gets it in.
Another unforced error there by the Yarmouth defense.
Coming back the other way for Yarmouth is Legier. She can't quite get it out, though. And that's Legier now with the puck, and she weaves her way through around a few players. Goes to her backhand, goes to the forehand, the shot. Tries to jam it in, not quite. She ran out of room by the time she got past that last defender.
And Cooley kept her position, was able to make the save.
Legier with it again. Gives it up. I think she might be a little out of gas. It's hard to go up the ice like that and stay on. That's Kinney with it. The shot off the chest protector, and they're going for a rebound, covered up by Cooley. And that was Catherine Kinney with that initial shot.
You know, the Yarmouth team would like to have a couple of different people up on the rushes. There's been some good individual efforts, but only one person on the effort, so nobody there to be able to bang in the rebound.
Nobody's following the play. Nobody's crashing towards the net looking for a rebound.
Or an opportunity to pass, right? Sometimes, again, there's been some good individual rushes. If you had somebody at the corner of the net, maybe they'd be able to bang one in.
Kinney comes away with it momentarily. Breaking back the other way is Hicks. Hicks goes hard off the boards. Looked like tripped up. Certainly fell hard.
Yeah, I think she fell down. You know, I don't think there was an intent to trip there. May have fallen over a stick as she was moving forward, but she did fall hard.
Face off to the right of Cooley. Yarmouth wins that face-off. Moore dumps it into the corner. Breaking for it the other way is Sheen. Rips it around the boards looking for Saunders. Saunders can't get it out. Stevens will go back behind. Her defensive partner has it instead. Off to Stevens. Stevens receives that hard pass. Tries to get it up to the half board. Pinched out and out. As Dulong unable to keep that in. Oh, a opportunity here for Lane chasing after the puck. Moore trying to lift her stick. And you have to be careful with that multiple liftings of sticks that you don't actually get a hooking penalty. Dumped in deep by the Metro team. Moore's going to get back behind the net to get there first. Lots of time as a complete line change for Metro. Moore has the puck. Chips it up ahead to Doucette. Doucette gets it to LeBlanc. LeBlanc spins back to Doucette, who tries to throw it towards the net. That's Boudreau, Dominic Boudreau, spinning around, and that puck goes harmlessly behind the net. D'Entremont can't quite do anything. Coming back the other way is Steffens. Steffen has the raw wrist shot. There it is, off of a leg and goes wide. Going hard the other way is Kavanaugh. Kavanaugh takes that shot. It goes behind the net. Good forechecking in there by Metro. Back to the point, wide open, can't quite control it, and into the neutral zone. Tough play there for McDonald. McDonald goes cross ice to Marchand. Marchand with a hard wrist shot off of a stick harmlessly into the corner. Yarmouth tries to change things up and not go up the boards, but it was picked off at the blue line. Both teams looking for it.
A little bit of pushing there at the side. Little tap on the skates after. Oh, yeah. Okay, I saw that. No penalties, though. As we saw in the last game, there was a little more physical play than we had seen earlier in the tournament.
And you have to wonder when they're playing teams multiple times at this age, whether or not something could brew.
Well, and again, when it's along the side of the boards and the puck isn't moving, there's going to be a little pushing that's going to take place. So the odd little development that could take place there that's going to be forgotten soon after.
Breton having trouble getting out of her skates, does finally get it, has room, tries to go with the backhand pass. Can't quite get there. She's going to try to chase it down, but coming away with it is Burrell. Burrell gets it to the point. Back to Yarmouth, though. Back to the point. And that's Hobbs with it. Yarmouth with some possession, but not getting those shots on net. That one's an easily deflected into the corner by
Cooley.
The goaltender Cooley. Going hard the other way, reversing the play is Stevens. It doesn't work. Yarmouth with a good forecheck. Lots of room to come out. They're going to break it out, but Hobbs is going to keep that in. Stayed in front. There's the shot. Rebound. Can't be banged in. They had bodies in front of the net that time. But nice direction of the puck by Cooley, who did not let that puck bounce right in front of her.
A little clear out in front of the net. Make sure that goaltender Kaylee White is able to see the puck.
2:21 to go here in the first period. Our score remains the Metro West Force Orange 1, the Yarmouth Mariners, no score. Face off to the right of goaltender White. Yes.
We've seen some good scoring chances by both teams in this game.
I think Cooley's made a couple really nice saves on individual efforts by the Mariners. Pushing it forward is Steffen. Steffen's still chasing it. Moore comes in and takes it. She'll go behind her own net, has some room to skate. Comes up with it. She's got bodies with her. Gets around that first forechecker. Farkash, Moore still has it. Goes between the legs, pushes it towards the goaltender. Just a little too far. Cooley covers it up. Gets the whistle with 1:49 to go in the first period.
Possibly a chance there to maybe dump it to the winger, go hard to the net herself, keep the stick on the ice, maybe take a shot or a pass from there to create some other opportunities more than just the simple shot on goal.
Here's an opportunity, the big shot, save! And that shot by Hallie Nickerson, number 14 of Yarmouth, just happened to be in the right spot as both teams are fighting for the puck. She found it, let go a quick wrist shot.
And as we saw in the first game, Cooley has good positioning. You're going to have to move her laterally. She's there and has good position for the shots that are right at her. Doesn't give up a lot of rebounds.
Fitzgerald chases that puck. Not much on that backhand clearing attempt, though. And that leaves for an opportunity. Here's the shot. A lot on that one, and it just goes wide. Moore comes with it. Moore gets it up to Nickerson. Nickerson with the lead pass just out of the reach of Kinney. Going back the other way now is Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald behind her own net as some of the Metro team decides to change. There's a slap shot. That's gloved out of the air by Moore, who goes hard off the boards and into the neutral zone. That's not going to make it down. Chasing after it is Burrell. Burrell being chased by Doucette. Burrell fires it around the boards, gets it up to Lane. Lane chips it forward, and it's into the neutral zone again. That's Boudreau. Boudreau loses control. Coming back hard the other way is Tobin. Tobin with a wrist shot. Pad save. Check that. That was Hicks. Yarmouth's going to break out of their own end. It's getting good back and forth hockey. Like you said, Jeff, both teams getting opportunities. The play going back and forth. It's not too much tied up in the neutral zone. There's been opportunities for both sides. That one's forward. Goes hard off of number 11, Peyton Doucette's skate, and goes back in. 18 seconds to go. That one's going to get to the blue line. Not quite out. Held in nicely by the defense. Skates held in by kicked away, by the Yarmouth defender. And with limited time left, 6 seconds, LeBlanc's going to have to get a shot away quickly. She's running out of time. Goes to the backhand. The shot! And I think she was just going to run out of time on that one. But yet again, another terrific individual effort by a Yarmouth forward.
End of the first period. 1-0 Metro West over Yarmouth. Looks like we're going to be clearing the ice off.
So once again, we'd like to thank everyone for joining us on MC Media for our live streaming of this Chicks with Sticks female hockey tournament. We're going to take a break while they clean the ice and come back for the start of the second period. We hope you can join us. Welcome back to our continuing coverage of the Chicks with Sticks hockey tournament. We're about to start the second period. We still have a door open, so obviously we're waiting on somebody to come in. That or nobody's just noticed that there is a door open, one of the two. After one period, the Metro West Forest Orange won, the Yarmouth Mariners no score. And the person we're missing is that second referee.
So when we were talking about the keys to the game, energy, errors, and edge, what we did is saw good first period energy by both teams. Yarmouth had come out trying to play a little bit quicker than they had in the previous game. When we looked at the errors, there were some forced and unforced errors for Metro. They had tried to force the play in circumstances where they got some opportunities. Only got the one goal, but they are leading 1-0 here. And edge, really, there wasn't a big edge in play.
No, both teams had certainly had opportunities to score some goals, and I think Cooley came up big on a couple occasions. There were a couple pucks that just went a little wide. Yarmouth with two players, that's Breton going wide to her left, kind of running out of room, throws it in front. Yarmouth crashes the net, and that was Legier.
And I would expect that was Yarmouth going to be looking to do every once in a while, see if they can't get Cooley off her game. She's been able to make some easy saves by being in position in the one shot on net. But if they can crash the net a little bit here, maybe get an opportunity to bang one in on a rebound.
Face-off controlled by Yarmouth, back to the point, in between the defensemen and into the neutral zone. That one's dumped all the way down, and that never touched anyone. And that will be an icing. So a couple quick whistles here in the beginning of the second period as both teams look to establish themselves again.
There's a situation again for, a small error takes you out of puck possession, takes you out of their zone. Now you've got to go back into your own defensive zone and win a face-off to get control of the puck again.
Face-off to the right of White. Yarmouth gets control of it, fires it down the ice. That one's not going to quite have enough steam to get there, so Cooley comes out and plays it and then covers it up. Not something you're normally going to see, and I'm sure that the referee's going to say, you're going to need to play that puck. You had plenty of opportunity to go out and play it or stay in your net and let your defenseman go get it instead.
And I think there's a little bit of a chat with the rest of the team there, the defense, as to where Cooley wanted to go with the puck.
Rebound, backhand, just upstairs.
Good opportunity there, but she shot it over the net.
Back to the point, and that's Boudreau that couldn't quite keep it in. She collects herself and is able to push it back into the zone. Counterattacking the other way is Metro. Moore has it, goes against the boards. That's Lane. Lane can't get it out. Still in there. Yarmouth with, just over a stick, and they're able to come away. Coming back the other way is McDonald. That's Tobin. Tobin goes hard to her right. The shot. She actually tried to feather that pass over, I think. Couldn't quite get through. D'Entremont gets it up to the boards. Yarmouth breaking out. They've got numbers. Good lead pass. Unfortunately, Simmons received the pass, but then couldn't control it afterwards. D'Entremont. Cross ice. That's Simmons that's going to try to get it. Gets her stick caught in somebody's skate, and she goes down hard. That certainly could have been. You have to control your stick. Coming back hard the other way is Paul. That's Steffen. Steffen with a wrist shot. That's going to go wide and into the corner. Looking to try to get back to Steffen in front. Can't do it. Camo goes around the boards. Can't get by the defense or by the defender. Quick shot. And able to grab that puck is goaltender Kaylee White.
Good forechecking there by Metro West with the one forward able to get control of the puck, shove it out in front of the net to the point where they had a good scoring opportunity and White had to make a save.
Face off to the right of White, controlled by Yarmouth. Kinney goes off the boards. Yarmouth is going to get it out right now. One-on-one opportunity. With speed going down there, as I believe Camo tries to break around the defense, poked ahead. Cooley able to get control of the puck after reaching out with the paddle to poke check Camo coming down on her.
Cooley often looks to make sure that she can cover the puck if there's any opportunities by Yarmouth.
Good opportunity for Yarmouth. Quick shot. Cooley once again square. Goes down into the butterfly, takes it in the big part of the chest protector, and covers up the rebound.
Yarmouth's going to have to look to a corner. They're not going to be able to go through Cooley.
Puck wrapped around. Yarmouth looking to pinch. Coming into is Muse. She's able to keep the puck in momentarily. She'll have to get back on defense now. Legier covering for her. Stayed in, though. Good effort there by Yarmouth to actually stand up at that blue line and hold the blue line. Back off the boards. That's LeBlanc. LeBlanc gets it into the corner. Good forechecking by Yarmouth. Able to maintain some zone control. Farkash. Farkash has it for Metro. Tries to chip it off the boards, and they've got numbers. Coming back hard, though, the other way is Hobbs. Yarmouth changing. Has to be careful they don't get a too many players on the ice penalty, as the person coming off on the ice, and I believe that's Breton, might have gotten to that puck just in time.
The other part for the bench, they can't leave the door open as well, right? In situations, again, when you're in either your defensive or offensive zone on the boards there and you're trying to make some changes, you got to pay attention to what's happening on the ice as well, because you could lead to a penalty for yourself, or again, it could be dangerous for the players on the ice.
Legier gets the face-off. Quick shot by Moore. Yarmouth has it off the post and in! Number 19, Sage Breton, able to gather that loose puck after the initial save is made while sprawling on the ice, able to slide it off of the post and into the net, tying this game at 1-1. As you see, the initial shot by Moore goes off a skate, and Breton able to pick that up and move to her left after goaltender Cooley was already down in that butterfly position and couldn't laterally get over.
Puck just went over the red line. For Yarmouth, first goal by Sage Breton, number 19.
Coming back the other way, Fitzgerald's taken off the puck. She gets back up. Moore with it. Off the boards, looking for Breton. Breton has some good speed. Tries to go up to find Kinney, but couldn't quite get it to her. Rolls off of Moore's stick. She controls it. Looks. Hard off the boards. There's no way Breton was going to be getting that pass. Breton tries to reverse it the other way to Kinney. Kinney gathers it up, but she can't control it. Yarmouth might want to try doing something other than ripping it around the boards. Slap shot from the point. That gets all the way through. Nice save, Kaylee White. 8:28 to go in the second period, and we're all knotted up at one apiece.
White able to see that puck as it came all the way through. Naturally, Metro West would like to be able to get somebody in front to, screen her or be able to tip that puck past her. But Kaylee White stayed solid. Puck came right to her. She was able to make the save and cover up.
Quick wrist shot. White again gets there, covers it right up. Both goaltenders, I think, schooled that we will cover that puck whenever we can, because it's better than playing it in a bad way that gives somebody an opportunity they shouldn't have. Once again, Metro gets control of that puck. Spin around the shot, and it goes off a body. That was Kavanaugh with that opportunity. Back to the point to Withrow. Withrow with the wrist shot. It goes off a shin pad. Kavanaugh quite can't reach it. Good work behind the net there by Boudreau. Boudreau rips it around and out. Yarmouth's going to skate after it. Who's going to get there first? Chasing it down is LeBlanc. LeBlanc is in there. Goes behind the net. Off of her skate. Still chasing it around.
Don't think she saw her other forward that was kind of trailing there. May have been able to make a pass into the front of the net.
I don't think she ever really controlled the puck too much once she went wide, and it became a matter of just chasing. And pass up. Nicely taken down by Withrow. Withrow jumps it towards the front of the net, just out of the reach of her forward. Chipped ahead too far. That might not make it far enough, though. That 17 Simmons is going to get there. There is no icing. Behind, Simmons still has it. Looking in front. Tries to throw one in front of the net, and it goes off defenseman Withrow. Back in front now. Breaking out of her own end is Steffen. Steffen still has it. She's going to fire it down, and she goes sprawling on the ice. I think going to go off and change. taken away nicely by the Yarmouth defense as White sprawled out in order to glove it. Instead, just pushed the puck forward and out of her reach. Pass in front. Gets back to the point. Winthrop with the shot. Just wide. Good hard slap shot, nice and low. Marchand, there's another shot. Big save.
Great save there by White. Able to react to the puck that was shot up high.
The goaltender plays that puck, takes away the icing, and that is probably going to allow Yarmouth to change goaltenders if they are going to, because we're at the 6.5 minute mark. Maybe that's not what's going to happen today. Face off to the right of goaltender Kenny Cooley.
I think we're waiting on somebody to get set, so we'll do it again.
Yarmouth controls that face-off, but Doucette can't quite get to the puck. Tries to fire it in front. Marchand. Doucette has it at the boards. Goes back to a winger. Has it again, but Marchand gets in her way. Breaking hard out from her own end. Lead pass just in front of McDonald. And Lane spins around and gets the puck, clears the puck out of danger. Going back the other way is Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald goes for the lead pass to Doucette, who's just out of her reach. Marchand has it again. She goes hard along to Lane. Lane can't quite control it. Yarmouth with some good forechecking. Going back in, behind the net, looking in front, goes to the backhand, tries the wraparound, but Cooley's there with the pad to keep the puck out.
Good strategy there, though. A little more difficult save for Cooley. Yarmouth forward moving around, potential there if somebody had been in front of the net, if they had been able to control that, get a shot on goal. We definitely see that you want to make Cooley move laterally. When she can get square, and if there winds up being just the one shot, she's going to make the save and cover up.
And this is not a knock on Cooley or her goaltending. She's been a terrific goaltender in the games we've seen. That's true of every goaltender. You've got to get them, the ones that are technically sound, you've got to get them to move laterally, to open up the pads, to open up the net, to give you those different angles. You've got to change that position.
She's only given up 2 goals and so far in these 2 games, so been doing a good job.
Moore has it, still has it. Gets by that first with 2 bodies up there, but she was just a little too strong off of the puck, unable to pass it to one of her teammates.
We have an offside here or an icing.
And it's an icing coming all the way down.
Yep.
5:03 to go here in the second period. Our score all knotted up, 1-1, the Yarmouth Mariners and the Metro West Forest Orange. Yarmouth can't control the puck off the face-off, and it's fired down the ice. Skating hard forward is Simmons. Yarmouth gets it back into the neutral zone. Ooh, that's a dangerous cross-ice pass. Legier was right on it and could have gone in for a breakaway. Moore gets to the puck, uses her skates, tries to use her body to shield off the player. Goes back into the corner. That's Lane. Lane passes it in front, picked off by the Yarmouth team. Out comes Legier. Legier goes by 2. She's going to have a breakaway. 1-on-1. Here it is. The backhand. Just wide. Big save by Cooley. Once again, terrific speed by Legier. Individual effort. Got by. Split the defense. Went to the backhand, but couldn't finish.
Red light came on. I think they were a little bit anticipatory there.
Yeah. Hopeful. It was a hopeful red. Simmons chasing back. Clears the zone. Getting right back in, though, is Farkash. Farkash clears it back, and Simmons will pick the puck up while Metro makes a change. That's Moore going behind her own net now.
Looks like we're going to have a penalty.
And it's Moore.
Not sure exactly what the penalty is for. We'll see.
Body contact.
Body contact. Okay. There definitely was body contact.
There was definitely body contact. And you'll see again, Sorry, that was the breakaway that we're seeing a replay of. So Moore will go in there, and with 3:43 to go here in the second period, a golden opportunity for the Metro West Forest Orange to take that one goal lead with a man advantage.
After Legère's excellent opportunity that she had, and again, she made a nice move, just unable to bury it to the back of the net. Cooley able to make a save. So with 3:43 left to go in the second period, we've got a 2-minute penalty that Yarmouth's going to have to kill off. 1-1 between the Metro West Force Orange and the Yarmouth Mariners.
Yarmouth can't quite clear the zone. They had a couple opportunities. Great body work there by Hobbs, looking to try to, or Muse, excuse me, that was Muse, but it goes to the front. Opportunity, lots of time. Instead of shooting, back passing it to Sheen. Sheen goes cross ice to Stevens. Stevens with a shot deflected into a pad. I'm not sure there was much of a cover that happened there. Certainly a quick, advantageous whistle for the Yarmouth Mariners goalkeeper.
There definitely was a count of 1. And sometimes, again, they're just not looking, the referees aren't looking for a scrum in front of the net. If they've lost sight of the puck, they're going to call the whistle after that quick count.
And especially when it's at the goaltender, because those scrums tend to lead to jabbing at goaltenders, which leads to pushing and extracurricular activities.
As much as anything, people could fall over one another and get hurt inadvertently.
Page, lagging the puck in there nicely, killing some of that penalty off. Now she's going to have to get back, though. I wonder if she kind of hurt herself a little bit falling into the boards. She gets it again, though. Comes with the puck, tries to lift a stick. Once again in her own zone, takes that wrist shot, and it goes off the side of the net. I think she's going to need to change right now. That was 14. Stefan trying to get that puck down the ice. Instead, it hit the referee. That one's going to be okay as it goes off Muse's stick. 45 seconds to go. Lots of changes made, lots of ice for Muse to see, and she sees it and fires it down the ice.
Long shift for this Yarmouth penalty kill team.
A full minute and a half of the 2-minute penalty, and we were seeing it at the end. Coming back the other way is Paul. That's Farkash. Farkash goes to the backhand, off the pads. Farkash again gets it, tries to put it in front. Yarmouth comes away with it. This is Legere. Legere's got lots of room. One to beat. She'll go hard to her right, cuts to the middle. And good team defense there by Metro as they're able to swarm around Legere and now not allow her to get that opportunity that she had earlier.
Yeah, good back checking by the Metro West team because they could have just let their defensemen try to take care of it. Didn't. There were 3 girls back, able to turn the puck over and come back into the offensive zone of Yarmouth.
But between Breton and Legere's offensive work during the penalty kill, that does kill the penalty off, and that golden opportunity we talked about late in the game has passed, and we're back at even strength. Coming back the other way is LeBlanc. LeBlanc tries to split the D herself, has the shot, easily padded aside. LeBlanc's got it again, passes in front, nobody there. It's back to the point. Fitzgerald tries to get it back in. Yarmouth offside. Moore has it. Moore finds the board, gets it in, and they get it all the way back. Muse takes her time. Off the boards to LeBlanc. Muse is going to get it again. She'll go off the boards and try to follow it down. She'll just stick at that blue line and let her forwards forecheck. Going hard the other way is Burrell. Burrell spins away from trouble, tries to get it up to Kavanaugh. She loses control, back to Burrell. Burrell once again spins it to Kavanaugh. This time Kavanaugh fights for it, and we're going to get a penalty. And this penalty is roughing. And this penalty's on. I'll have to wait and see. I believe it might have been Kavanaugh. Nobody from Yarmouth going very far, and it is indeed number 12, Paige Kavanaugh, going into the box with 28.6 seconds to go here in the second period. That golden opportunity, Jeff, that we talked about for Metro, now in Yarmouth's hands.
Only 28.6 seconds left to go in the second period. You'd like to be able to pick up a quick one here.
Back to Moore. Moore goes for the shot off of a shin pad. Breaking back the other way is Stefan. Stefan's all by herself. Breaking in the shot. Nice save by White.
Key save.
Key save. A big moment, a turning point, shall we say.
Looks like that's going to be, well, it looked like it should have been icing against Yarmouth. Must have hit somebody. And that's the end of the second period with the score 1-1. Metro West and Yarmouth. Here's the replay. And good opportunity. She came down the side. Lots of time. Kaylee White able to make the save and kick it to the corner.
That would have been the turning point when you can do something like that on a penalty kill. At the end of it's like a double whammy. We've talked before about goals late in the period or early in the period and how they can be a backbreaker. Late in the period and on a penalty kill, that's kicking you while you're down.
And that was a forced error. And when we talk about the error situation, she was able to turn the puck over, go down on the breakaway, make a good shot, but the save made by Kaylee White. And if we look at which team has the edge, there's a couple of different things that I've noticed during the course of the games that they've played. Yarmouth does, their forwards have some excellent speed. They might have some speed advantage that way, but Metro West counters that with good positioning and making sure that all of their forwards get back, forechecking, so that it's situations where it's been sometimes a one-on-one, but Metro West gets back, then it's 1-on-3, and Yarmouth hasn't been able to get really good opportunities after that initial shot on goal.
Well, we're about to get underway here in the third period. Yarmouth still on a power play for about a minute and a half. Once again, good work there by Stefan looking to chip that ahead. Coming back the other way is Legier. Yarmouth's going to have to tag up. They are able to come back in. That's Simmons. Simmons makes two good moves, tries to get it towards the net, gets it back to LeBlanc. LeBlanc throws it towards the net, and Cooley with the save.
Yeah, and those are tough little saves sometimes when the puck comes bouncing in on one bounce. Save to make the short hop save.
Yarmouth wins that faceoff.
Cooley has definitely been tested in this game, only giving up the one goal.
Back to Moore. Moore floats one in, goes through everybody, but not towards the net. Cooley able to just redirect that pass back behind the net. Now it's LeBlanc with it again, back to the point. There's a shot from the point. Deflection. Good stick work there by Muse, but she was unable. There's another shot. Oh, wow!
Great save by Cooley.
Cooley reaches back out of nowhere and makes a wonderful glove save, taking a sure goal away from, I believe it was Muse.
And her teammates congratulated her certainly on the difficulty in that save, and you see on the replay her reaching back with that glove and able to make the save.
Yarmouth has it again. Back and forth. Pass in front, redirected. And this time it's Cooley that has to kind of find that puck, and she'll edge herself off that goal line to ensure the puck's nowhere near it. Yarmouth with some great opportunities here on this power play to begin the third period. So far, Cooley equal to the task. Yarmouth gets it again, back to the point. Half board. That pass doesn't quite get there. Another pass in front. Oh, a one-time attempt. Nice that they're looking for one another, but that would have been a very difficult pass for Legier to get to. Back to Moore. Moore gets it over. Backhand. And Simmons couldn't come away with that one. Legier gets it back. Back to Moore. Moore dumps it back into Legier. Legier goes to Simmons, a one-timer, and that one just goes wide.
Great idea, just unable to direct it right at the goal.
Yarmouth once again, pass in front. That one goes right through the blue paint. Power play over. Yarmouth with lots of opportunity, lots of puck possession, lots of chances, but nothing to account for it. Marchand coming back the other way with a head of steam. Doesn't get by Moore. Good stick work by Moore. And back checking for Yarmouth to break the play up. Chipped ahead. 2-on-1 opportunity for Yarmouth. That's Doucette. She tries to get it over. Does get it over to Breton. Breton with the goal. Beautiful pass from Peyton Doucette. Gets it over to Sage Breton. Breton quickly brings it over to her forehand. Changes the angle on Cooley. Goes upstairs to the blocker side. Yarmouth 2. Metro 1.
We talked before about Yarmouth being able to have more than just one person on the offensive rush. And there was a situation where the puck was able to be passed over to Sage Breton. She goes in and makes an excellent shot that Cooley was able to make a save on at this time, and we wind up having a 2-1 game.
Yarmouth chips that puck in. Chasing in after it is Stevens. Stevens is going to get there first. She goes up towards Kavanaugh. Kavanaugh can't control it, and it'll go right back to Stevens. Stevens having a little bit of trouble, but not being forced by Yarmouth, really. Goes back to the middle. Hobbs can't quite get it. Breton's going to have to wait for her teammates to get back on. She tries to go cross ice. Tries to get it over top to Boudreau, but unable to. Yarmouth having issues getting through the defense now. And that's a good move. Coming in is Metro. The shot, the save, the rebound, and it's in!
There, a second chance opportunity there. Wound up having Kaylee White made the initial save, but the puck came back. I believe to number 14, Brady Stephen.
We're going to have to see this again as we see that first shot. The stop is made. The rebound just at the side. Really a bad angle. I'm wondering whether or not it potentially would have hit off of White probably somewhere and probably bounced in because it was a very almost behind the goal line. But we're to a 2-2 game. We've said that we're going to have ourselves a barn burner here, and with 10 minutes to go, we're all knotted up at 2 apiece. Coming back the other way is Kinney. Kinney has it, going hard to her right. Has the angle, is going to go in front, tries to sweep that across, had gotten away from the poke check, just couldn't quite find the angle. Has it again, takes the shot. Save again by Cooley. Back to the point. Yarmouth keeps it in, kicks it head forward, pass across, just out of the reach. And coming back the other way, a great opportunity once again is...
Oh, looks like we're going to have a penalty here. We're thinking, okay, kind of ran into each other. The puck was long since passed. I don't know if that's going to be interference.
Well, it's going to be interference or body contact or something. That's what they're going to call. Tripping, I guess is what they're going to call. The puck was way in front of her, and she had her stick on the puck. Anyway. However you want to look at it, it's a 2-minute power play for Metro with 9:33 to go here in the third period. Yarmouth with great pressure on their power play in the last time around. Metro not so much on theirs, so we'll see whether or not they can up their power play game. Yarmouth with a great opportunity to clear that out, but could not get anything on the puck, and so it never made it out of the blue line, past the blue line. Marchand gets it in. That's Moore with it. Moore pivots the other way. Tries to go hard around. Marchand's at the point. Stops it. Goes cross ice. Just a little in front of her partner, Burrell. And Yarmouth fires it down the ice. Skating harder after it the other way is LeBlanc. She's going to get there first. Kind of a jousting match as people tried to tie each other's sticks up. That's going to get all the way back to Moore, who has lots of time. Gets it cross ice. Cross ice to Muse. Muse gets it in.
And as we see in these games, it's very important to get good body position because you can't check the opposing player. So it's important to have good body position when you're going in after the puck. We saw that in the previous game.
Marchand, getting to the end of her shift, just decides to get past the red line and then peels back to let the second unit come in on defense for the power play. Simmons has it. Simmons loses control of it. Had plenty of time. Moore's got it now and has lots of ice to look at. Finds the open ice, and she throws it down. Doesn't go to change, though. 27 seconds to go in this power play. Breaking out, Metro again. Coming back the other way. Simmons didn't see that coming. She could have picked that off. Muse has it. Tries to chip it off the board. Sprawls and clears the zone. Good effort by Muse. Going back the other way, that's Legier. Going back, pass in front. Metro's got the opportunity again. Goes back into the corner. Power play is over. We're all knotted up at 5 apiece. Nobody coming on for Yarmouth. There we go. Better late than never.
Kind of took their time getting onto the ice there. Looks like we're going to have another penalty. An elbowing call.
Number 18, Laura Legier, got that Gordie Howe elbow up, and she'll go to the box. Back-to-back penalties for the Yarmouth Mariners. Metro with another great opportunity. Didn't really do much on that last power play, but they'll have a second opportunity, truly back-to-back. There was only about 10 seconds break between the two. And that also, with Legier in the box, takes away one of Yarmouth's better power play penalty kill players as well.
The other part to this is we talked about one of the keys to the game being energy. It's hard to kill off 4 minutes and then carry some offensive energy into your game.
Marchand chips it ahead forward, chases after it. Breton has good wheels, gets there first, tries to whip it around, can't get by, off of a skate behind the net. Going hard after it is the Yarmouth player. Hitting the boards hard, Mackenzie Muse, but she stays on her feet. She's knocked down. Now it's going behind the net now. Metro's going to be there. Pass in front. It's going to go right to the point. Held in nicely, though. D to D. Yarmouth's going to go away. Breton with it. Breton has it. She's at the end of a shift because she has a lot more speed than that. Still gets around. She's hauled down. And we're going to have another opportunity, but not before Metro touches the puck to get the face-off.
No surprise we had a hook and call there. Sage Breton was able to get around outside, was hooked down. Metro West player not looking for her to have an opportunity to score the natural hat trick.
And we've seen some speed out of Breton before, and that was not the speed we saw. She was at the end of a full minute, a good minute on the ice. So we're going to have some 4-on-4 hockey for 1 minute and 7 seconds. So just in case the game hasn't been exciting enough going back and forth, this ought to make it just a little more so. Moore still on the ice. I'm not sure she's left in this period. Goes back behind the net. Yarmouth spins around, trying to get it in front. Can't go there. Metro comes away with it. Good forechecking there by Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald has the pass in front. Good attempt to try to get it over to Camo, but not quite there. That one just gets outside the blue line. Coach for Metro saying, bring her all the way down. But the faceoff's just going to be outside the blue line.
And certainly when you're playing 4-on-4 hockey, both of these coaches want their best skaters on the ice as much as they can. Because there's a lot of wide open opportunities, wide open ice here. You could wind up getting one of those lead passes, a stretch pass down. Your forward would have a lot of time, a lot of space.
Dulong gets the puck in. Yarmouth is using some good forechecking to keep the puck in. Metro gets it out now. Back to Dulong. Dulong with the lead pass goes off the skate. Coming in the other way is Lane. Lane has control for a little bit. She's going to be the one forechecking against Moore. Moore looking, spins away from Lane. That'll give her a lot more space. Nobody from Yarmouth really skating up, though. So Moore legs the puck slowly. Finally, that lead pass just goes off the tip of Kinney's stick, and it goes down deep. Good forechecking by Yarmouth as they send two on the correct side. Throws it back behind to Kinney. Kinney peels away from the forecheck, goes back to the point. Yarmouth on the power play now. That's Legier who just stays out in the power play. Shot makes it all the way past the net, just going wide. Yarmouth with 40 seconds of power play to go with about 5 minutes to go here in the third period. Moore's got to be dog tired as she has been on for a long time. Kinney gets it in. Moore tries to bang it off the board. She'll get it again. Tries to get it forward. Tries to kick it forward. Tries to shoot it forward. Finally behind the net.
And this is what we're seeing is we don't have that same energy of the Yarmouth squad as they did early in the hockey game. Figured that the 4 minutes would take quite a bit out of them and really haven't had the energy on this 40 seconds that they've had of power play time.
The last time these two teams played, though, each team took their time out within the last minute and a half, and I'm thinking both sides might be doing it again just to give their team a break if there's a whistle. That's the thing about hockey. You can't force a whistle.
Yeah, the Yarmouth coaches really never had an opportunity here and to slow down the game, give themselves a chance to get their players back on the ice.
That puck's going to get all the way back to Boudreau at the point. She can't hold it in. She's going to chase back for it. Takes the safe one off of the boards. Yarmouth clears it back in, and there's some changes being made. Coming back the other way is Stevens. Stevens rips it around, looking for Stefan. Coming back out and not able to control it. And that's Fitzgerald banging it hard off of the boards back into the Metro end. Coming back the other way. Cross-ice pass. Quick pass, and it's going to be Metro that's going to come with it, but they seem to have tired legs right now as well. Going back the other way is Stefan. Stefan circles. Has some room. Has in the high slot. Here's the wrist shot. Big save. She goes to the net, but the whistle's blown. And with 3:23 remaining, we'll see whether or not we have a timeout from either coach or whether they're going to save them for a little bit later.
So key save there by Kaylee White with 3:23 left to go, as you said. Now, from the Yarmouth coaches, you're going to maybe wait until you wind up really need. You'd like the play to go, maybe have some short shifts here because you have a longer bench than Metro West, who are playing their second game as well of the day.
To the point, slap shot. Yarmouth tries to get a stick in there, right into the pads of White, who was able to smother it up and make another save.
Yarmouth looking to get control, though, so they can get out of their zone. There's been a couple of saves that Kaylee White's had to make here in the last couple of seconds.
Face off to White's left. Once again, Metro gets control of it. Marchand winds up. That one's on an angle. Big glove save. She can't find it. Nobody can. Big save by White again.
White started to move the pads around, wasn't exactly sure where she was, and there's some times where just stay solid. Because sometimes you can, if you start moving around, you could drop the puck out of your pads, make an opportunity for Metro West to jam it in. But 3:10 left to go.
A couple big shots by Marchand for Metro there. Both of them getting through. That one, the puck was on an edge, and it had a bit of a dip to it as it came towards the Yarmouth goaltender. Pass in front. Once again, White just pokes it forward. Yarmouth able to get it out all the way to the blue line and just out. Metro dumps it right back in, and they'll go in and forecheck. That's Moore back there. We'll see if Yarmouth sends anybody a little deeper. Moore loses control, just gets it to the board. She's down and out of the play. Her defensive partner comes up. Moore still on the ice. Puck along the half board. It goes back behind. Moore's up now. Gets towards the puck. Taken off of it, though. Good work there by Farkash. Farkash goes cross ice behind the net to Kavanaugh. Kavanaugh working for it. 2:24 to go in the game. And off comes Hobbs. Hobbs with a lead pass just in the skates. Just in the skates of Camo, who skates after it. Can't quite get there. Hobbs can't get it. It's going to go all the way down the ice. Not going to clear the zone, though. Moore has it. Moore takes a look. Lead pass just out of LeBlanc's reach. Coming back the other way. Under 2 minutes to go. Oh, a dangerous lead pass. Doesn't quite clear the zone. Good follow-up, though. And now Laprise gets able to get it out. Going back the other way. Nice move by LeBlanc. LeBlanc's on 1-on-2. She's going to split the defense. Goes to her forehand. The shot. Blocker save. Gathered in by Cooley. Cooley coming up strong with under a minute or under 2 minutes to go in the game.
Not sure exactly what the impact is of a tie in this particular situation here right now, but for sure, Yarmouth, who had lost the earlier game 2-1, definitely looking to win this hockey game.
LeBlanc with a big shot, and that hits the outside of the iron. As there was a bit of a tie-up at the face-off, LeBlanc found the puck, got herself into a good shooting position, and just missed. She kind of come with it again, but Metro, good defense to clear the zone, but not out. That's LeBlanc one more time. LeBlanc having a terrific shift here at the end of the game. Nickerson chasing down, going the other way, though, is Lane. Yarmouth fires it back down. Stevens is going to drag the puck behind her own net. Just a little over a minute to go in this game. Stevens still has it. Going to wait for somebody from Yarmouth to chase her. It gets to the half board. Pinching in is Boudreau. She's able to keep it in for a second. Goes back again. Puck just outside the Yarmouth zone. And I think they're going to make some changes now. Under a minute to go. There's a nice pass. Getting over to Nickerson. Nickerson has it. Sorry, that's Kinney. Kinney goes wide to her right, takes a wrist shot, and it's well wide. She stayed out of the danger zone. Sometimes you have to make that cut into the middle in order to get a better shooting angle. She stayed a little too wide and took herself out of a good scoring opportunity. No icing. That one's going right up to the half board. Metro has it. 22 seconds, fires it in front, saved by White. Back in front, Yarmouth goes to clear it, and they just get it outside the blue line. Not like before we have some penalties.
Wonder if we're going to have offsetting penalties here or just the one penalty with 14.1 seconds left to go.
Well, at the very least, number 12, Paige Kavanaugh is going in. I'm only seeing one thing go up, so with 14 seconds to go, face-off outside the blue line. Not much time for Yarmouth to get. They're going to have to get to that puck and make that good try if they're looking to get that winning goal. Doucette goes, Legier looks for it. Legier passes it, can't quite get it forward though, and it would have been hard.
A little bit of extracurricular activity here at the end of the game. Legier looking not for any part of that, just dropped her stick.
And so we had quite a game here, a 2-2 game as it went back and forth. Yarmouth with this one power play here at the end of the game, too little too late with only 14 seconds of the puck in the neutral zone. So we'll hang around to see who the stars of the game are. Once again, that's Metro earlier in the day defeated Yarmouth 2-1. This second game 2-2. These same two teams will play in a final on Sunday afternoon, the last game of the tournament. So if there's any animosity that's lingering from the end of this game, I shouldn't think that there would be much, to be honest with you. A much rougher bantam game, the one we did previous to this. But they are going to play a third time in 2 days, which is rough at the best of times.
Yeah, a few penalties called, but nothing that would lead to believe that there would be any animosity carried on into that third game. What we had really was a pretty good game. Good energy in the second game, and scoring chances by both teams. Both goaltenders had to make tough saves. Well played, and not too many errors on the larger side of things. Both teams trying to force some opportunities, but ultimately a 2-2 hockey game.
And we're waiting for the Player of the Game awards, and we'll stick with you for that.
And as we mentioned, Kaylee White had an excellent game in goal. Sage Breton had the 2 goals from Yarmouth.
Mackenzie Farkash, number 18 for the Metro West Force Orange. Player of the Game honors for Metro. And number 19, Sage Breton with the 2 goals. And some good penalty killing in one shift as well. She was certainly all over the ice, logs a lot of ice time, and by the end of the game pays for it because all these players on both teams that log out that kind of ice time certainly slow down as the game goes on. Oh yeah, once again, we'd like to thank everyone for joining us at MC Media for our continued live stream coverage of the 9th Annual Chicks with Sticks Female Hockey Tournament, coming to you from the Yarmouth Mariner Center in Yarmouth, Nova Scotia. On behalf of myself, David Doucette, my partner today, Jeff Holmes, all of the volunteers behind the cameras and behind the scenes, we'd like to thank you for joining us and continue to join us for our continuing coverage of this tournament for the rest of the day and into tomorrow. Thank you.